Welcome back to SOS. I'm Snow Storm Badass. Yes, we are in the middle of the woods. It's scary. I couldn't stop crying a minute ago. I was scared to death. Alright. We're gonna make some stuff today. Yeah, I'm goofing off. Alright, so we're gonna do some spiky traps. Something a little different. We'll do this as a beginner's type thing for you guys, so we can kind of start off slow. I don't want to get into giant trees falling out of the woods or anything, so we're going to start off small and work our way up. But I hope you guys enjoy this stuff. Let me gather some supplies and we'll make something cool. Alright guys, first off, you're going to try and find something either this size or a little bit bigger for what we're going to be doing. This is going to be a drop trap, alright, so something that spiked and drops. Alright, spears the hell out of them. This could be for defensive, protective measures. This goes into my protective measures, by the way, but this could be part of your protective measures to set up your perimeter to keep people out. Vietnam style kind of stuff. I think you guys will like this stuff though. Alright, don't waste. Use everything when you cut it down. I'm going to use all this for my spikes and my trips, and everything else works like a pulley system kind of thing, but it's more of a drop system. I'll show you guys in a minute. Okay, I've got my piece trimmed up the way I want it. Now I just gotta work on the trap. Yeah, it's work, but it's worth it. Hang on. Okay, so right about here, I'm going to need to take my knife and carve out a hole and jab a stick in it. Alright, I'm going to have to do it the same over here. I've got to have a place for my stick drop to go, and then there's going to be a line that runs over here to over here. So it's going to be a weird system, but basically the cable is going to be behind the tree. They're going to come from this way because this is my entryway. So if they're coming through here, you can make this bigger however you want. This is just a smaller scale for you guys to get it. If you've got a limb up here, if you've got a limb, you throw your rope over that and bring it down to our trap. Alright, but I don't have a limb that's low enough on this tree, but this is a good spot, so all I'm going to do is stake another stick into the tree, drive it in, and then I'll have my limb that I need to hold my trap. Alright, hang on. Oh yeah, and I've got to put my spikes in my my pole I've got laying over there, basically my tree. So I'm going to put my spikes in it real quick and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Hope you guys can see that. I've already got my holes where I want them. Now I've got to make my sticks, right? Alright. Good old buck knife, right? That's all you really need, right? It's a good old buck knife. Made in America, just saying. Alright, you see how that looks like that? Now I just need to get the other end. Actually, as you were, I'm going to drive this in first and then I'm going to carve it. Alright, hang on. Alright, I took my saw and I just trimmed it out flat. Now I'm going to try and drive it in, see if I can get it in there. Alright, perfect. Now, from this angle, well, I think I'm going to set this in my lap. Hang on. Alright, there's my first one. I just got to finish up the rest of these. So, same routine as before. You want them kind of pointy to drive them in, or they won't go. Alright, and you can kind of fix that in a little bit. Then I'll take my saw and I'll fix that, just make sure it fits. Now I got to keep going. Hang on. It's not really that hard to do, to be honest. what you need. Ah, the trusty buck knife. Isn't it great? Alright, let's set this thing up. Okay, hopefully you can see that okay. It's running right here. And it's going the full length there. And it's going to come up in just a second. Give me a minute. Alright, I just want to show you guys how this works. I like to have a tensioner here, so I just make my tensioner. You're going to run this up a little bit higher than this, but this is just a demonstration for the show. I'm using blue nylon rope. You can see what I'm doing better than me using something else that's going to blend in. You can use vines and stuff like that for this easily. There's plenty of stuff like that in the woods to play with. You got vines that run all over the woods, pretty much everywhere here. I could unravel a lot of it and start using it for that, but this will work for this because I just want to show you guys how it works. So basically I've got my tensioner here, and now when I start raising this thing up, it's just like that, right? Okay, just so you guys get that. Alright, I gotta move forward. Okay, so at this point you're not going to want to walk under it. Okay, see this? That's basically kind of how that works. You could use this for small game or whatever, but now the trap is set. That's how that works. Okay, you pull this, it's game over. Okay, so this is going to run right over here. Hang on, let me set it. I hope you guys are ready for this. I'm a intruder walking somebody else's property I shouldn't be walking on, and I trip on Staff Sergeant Badass's cable, just like that, and it's over and out. Pretty simple. Yeah, some of those teeth are going to fall out, but that's going to stick in the person it hits, or critter. Alright, and basically that's it. I got to use my my tomahawk today. That was kind of cool. Love this thing. It's pretty epic. But now think about that on a bigger scale. Okay, much bigger scale. I'm going to be doing more of these, a whole bunch of these things just for you guys. This is the cool stuff. We'll even do. And this could work for small game, you know. And there's the slingshot method too. That one's a different one, and I'll do that for you guys too. It's more for small game, not protective measures. This is more for protective measures versus, think of a much larger scale and a much higher scale. So basically I would have ran that up a lot higher. Nobody would have ever seen it there, and they would have walked right through that, and boom, game over. Would have been the end. It would have sucked really bad. It's a lot of puncture holes. They're pretty big. That's bigger than 50 cal. Oh yeah, that would have hurt a lot. It would have been a bad day. Anyways, I'm rambling. Hey, you're watching SOS. I'm Staff Sergeant Badass. Have a beautiful, fantastic, wonderful day. Get outside. Go play. Take it easy.